And I'm Lindsay.
And we're the Game Forum.
This week we're going to take an in-depth look at the new PlayStation 5 controller on our Spotlight episode. So unlike the PlayStation 4 controller, the PlayStation 5 controller will have a mic built into it, but it'll also have a headset line in. It'll have a new feature for haptic feedback. Instead of just the rumble features, using like two of the motors just to give you some vibration in it, haptic feedback will be able to give you a much more determinate feel. So instead of just like on or off, it'll have like a whole variety of rumbles that it can do. So it'll give you a lot of different feel for if you're walking on something gravelly, it might, shake a little bit. It's going to have a whole new feel to it.
Another thing that they're adding is adaptive triggers, which is going to make you feel the tension of your actions, like drawing a bow to shoot an arrow. Also, they've made some changes to the light bar. It's not really at the end, it's more so on the top, and there are two lines, so it actually looks pretty cool.
So, Zach, what is your overall opinion of the changes they've made on this? Because they've completely reshaped the shape of the controller as well.
Yeah, it looks a little chunkier. It looks closer to the Xbox controller, which I have no problems with because I actually prefer the how it's shaped, the Xbox controller that is.
Mm-hmm.
For the they went with a two-tone color to have it white, black with the blue touchpad colors, and I'm assuming the touchpad colors will change because the PS4's controller also changes.
Well, I don't think it's the touchpad colors that changes. I think it's the two lights on the sides of the touchpad.
Right. That's what I meant. So yeah, hopefully that will be cool, and you can fit. Hopefully there's more than just a white and black option. Hopefully there's multicolors and stuff. It'd be really cool if they did like what Microsoft does and allow us to create our own controller. But if not, that's fine.
No,
But
I'm definitely understand. Oh God, I just fumbled that whole thing. All right. I'm definitely interested in the new design of the controller. I've always liked the PlayStation controllers, but this does look like it would fit better in the hands.
yeah,
A lot of the features they're adding in sound really cool and interesting, and I really want to see how this feels. They're talking about all this difference in haptic feedback, and there's definitely a lot of games, first party and third party that use rumble features.
yeah,
I'm really curious to see what kind of level of detail they can get out of these things. If you're doing a racing game and you're going over something, they could give you a different feel for every type of track you run on. Or, each gun could have a different feel to it in the next Call of Duty when you pull the trigger.
yeah.
There's a lot of stuff they could do with this that I think would really help immerse the player in this too.
Yeah, and with the built-in mic, you can, they might be revitalizing in-game chat because everyone's gonna have a mic, and it's right there.
Now, I would also hope, though, that the standard option is for the mic to be turned off, though. I don't want the standard feature to be on because so
Yeah,
many people don't use it. Just to be hearing, them watching TV or listening to music or their kids going crazy. I
yeah,
definitely hope that Sony has at least the hindsight to think about, having the standard option be off but giving you a quick option to where you could turn it on if you so choose to.
yeah. I would imagine that when you boot up the PlayStation 5 for the first time, it'll go through all the options, and then it'll ask you, do you want the mic on or turn it off? Hopefully.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'm sure they'll do something like that.
Yeah,
But I also like the fact they kept the mic port on there too, so if you want
yeah.
to use a headset, you can still plug it in.
Yeah. Also, it has a USB-C charger, so no more crappy ports that the DualShock 4 has.
Hmm.
So that'll be nice.
Another interesting feature, I don't know exactly what this is going to mean, is they changed the share button to the create button.
Yes.
So I don't know if that just means they changed the name of it and everything's going to function the same way. I kind of feel like they're going to give you more options to edit things on the fly with this if it's
Yeah.
create instead of just share.
My assumption is that it's going to tie into the Share Factory app that they have on the PlayStation 4, and that maybe when you press the create button, it takes you to like a sub menu that is directly connected to Share Factory.
Yeah, that would really be helpful because especially like doing a lot of these videos and stuff, or even some other things where I'm like, man, I just had a really cool like 30-second thing happen. I don't want to save 15 minutes of video.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that would really be awesome if you just click it and it pulls up a thing like how much time do you want to save or what's a quicker way to edit without having to get so bogged down into something. I think that'd really be a big upgrade.
Okay, so what do you think about the two-tone color?
I think it's a pretty cool look to it. I think it's interesting they went with white with such a main color on it, and it
Yeah.
kind of makes me think that the PlayStation 5 itself might be a white console.
Yeah, yeah. With it being the primary color, I'm assuming it's going to be white with some black trim. I hope they keep the blue line through either the middle or the top because
Hmm.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, no, I think it looks really sleek. So
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see if they end up doing this. And one thing I think would be interesting too is this would be kind of flipped the 360 and PlayStation 3 era, where the 360 was white and the
Yep.
PlayStation 3 was black.
Yeah.
Since we've already seen what the Xbox Series X looks like and it's black, if Sony decided to go with a white console, I think that'd be kind of a cool choice.
Yeah. It'll be neat.
I think that's about all we got for this. Thanks for tuning in for our spotlight episode on the PlayStation 5 controller.
Comment below with what you think about the DualSense controller, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.